नमस्कार दोस्तों, मेरा नाम मनीष है. सो टुडे वी विल लर्न अबाउट preposition. So in this session we will discuss on three preposition. The first one is in, then on, and the last at. So first I'll start with the definition of preposition. So a preposition is a word or phrase that is used before noun and pronoun to show place, time and direction. So अब इसे हम हिंदी में जानने का प्रयास करते हैं. हिंदी में तो प्रीपोजिशन एक वाक्य या शब्द है जो दिशा, समय और स्थान को दर्शाता है और उसका उपयोग हम संज्ञा या सर्वनाम से पहले उपयोग में लाते हैं. Used to speak about in being inside. So in का मतलब होता है में, किसी के अंदर जब कोई चीज़ होती है या रखी जाती है तो उस समय हम in का प्रयोग करते हैं. The example would be first a lunch box in my bag. A lunch box in my bag. A water bottle in my bag. I am working in office building. So the second preposition is on. So we used on when something on the top. When something on the top. The example is a cup of coffee on my table. A cup of coffee on my table. And second, a laptop on my desk. A laptop on my desk. So then we will use on. Third preposition is at. We used at when we talk about location. Sometimes we used for activity. So the example is I did a lot at work today. I was at gym for 3 hours. When we talk about location like countries and cities, so then we can use or we will use in. The example is I live in Delhi. I live in UK. I grew up in Delhi. So now we talk about on preposition. So when there is no specific address and want to talk about street and roads, then we can use on. Like the example is there is a beautiful restaurant on Connaught Place Road. I used to live on Lodi Road. We will use in the last at. So we will use at when there is a specific address. So in this case we will use at. The example is I live at house number 1, CGO complex, Lodi Road, Delhi. We have now the specific address, so we used at. Now we will see how we can use these preposition when we talk about time. So when we talk about century, decades, years, months, future starts, then we will use in. So let me try to understand through the example. I was born in 1995. I go to gym in the morning. I will move to the Delhi in next 6 months. When we talk about the days of week, we will use on. The example is we will go to the cafe on Friday. I will leave on Monday. What are you doing on Sunday? So now the third is at. When we have a specific time, so we used at. The example is at 1 o'clock, at 2 o'clock, at past 7, half 7. There is a one exception here. We used in when we talk about morning and the afternoon, but for night we used only at. The example is I love to do work at night. We cannot say I love to do work in night. This is the wrong sentence. So we used only at when we talk about night. We will see the use of these preposition when we talk about the transportation. So when we use taxi, car, truck, we use in. The example is we are in car, I am in taxi, we are in truck. So the other side, when we are on train, plane, ship, so we will use on, because if you are in taxi, car, so you can't move around, you have to sit there, so you will use only in rather than on. And on the other side you will use on for train, ship and plane. There are some exceptions where you will use only on, like on bicycle, on horse, on camel. So today we have learned in, on, at, these preposition in 3 area: the location, time and transportation. I hope you enjoy this session. If you like this session, please hit the bell icon and subscribe. Thank you.